Hello, everybody, and welcome to our second episode of Art Talk Out West. I am Charnel and your host, and I am here with the lovely Tammy Dang.
Yay! Hi, guys. We're not so awkward.
Tammy, give us a proper hello.
Hi, guys. I'm Tammy.
Okay, now we will hear about Tammy soon, but first I would like to acknowledge the Cabral people of the Darug Nation, the traditional custodians of the land, and I would like to recognise all elders, past, present and emerging, and recognise how lucky we are to be here on this land, sharing stories, making art, communicating with each other and having a conversation together. And recognise that Indigenous people are our first storytellers on this land. Tammy Dang.
Yay.
I am honoured to have Tammy Dang on this podcast with me. So if people want to hit you up, what do you do?
Yeah, so I do like producing, directing, videography, photography work, and editing too, like editing videos.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So then would you call yourself a multidisciplinary artist?
Yeah,
or
definitely.
How do you label yourself?
Yeah, I'm a multidisciplinary artist, and I like to think of myself as like a creative.
A creative.
Yeah.
Nice. And like being a creative is kind of your way of life?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's kind of everything I do.
Yeah, lovely. Amazing. So Tammy, tell us about your upbringing, where you come from, tell us about your family, and how has this all kind of played a role in your creativity?
Mm-hmm. So I grew up around Cabramatta my whole life. So my upbringing was actually like really creative. So my mom's a visual artist, different from what I do. But so growing up, I was fully surrounded by art all the time. My mom would like paint in our house. Like she's got a little room for a studio and she would like paint. So I'd just watch her, and then sometimes we'd like paint together. So she was the one who taught me all about like color theory, textures, compositions. And so I grew up around that type of art a lot. All of my family's quite artistic. Like my dad used to be an art teacher in Vietnam as well.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's how my parents met. Actually, they studied at university together in Vietnam. Oh. Yeah. And then they met in class. So they were both art teachers in Vietnam. And then I feel like my grandma was like a tailor. So she used to like sew clothes. So, luckily I was like surrounded by a lot of art growing up, and I think that really like inspired me to be creative as well. Yeah.
I love that. Wow. That's beautiful. And yeah, you definitely were surrounded by art growing up. And it seems like creativity runs in your family. And would you say that's obviously played a role in your art?
100%. I think like I have a really strong like visual idea when I work, or like a visual image of. I think that's really like come from my background in visual arts, like growing up around my family as well. Yeah.
Interesting. That makes sense. Now, as someone who's worked with you as well, I can see, because you do have a very like strong visual image and reference all the time. I'd say that's one of your like big pros. You always have something in mind.
Yeah.
Whereas I'll be like, oh, we'll just, work it out. But you're like, no, we're going to make it look like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Amazing. It's nice how, like, that background that your family has in art and creativity, like, it's nice how, like, that's now used as a reference in your artwork.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, grandma was a tailor. You have a clothing or brand.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So I currently run like an arts and stationery business with my mum. And then we also have like tote bags and hoodie designs. So yeah, I've been running this business with my mum for about 4 years now. And we like design our designs together. So we make like enamel pins, keychains, tote bags, washi tapes, like all the fun stuff that you would find. Yeah, so that came about like a COVID project, I think. And then we were just like, hey, we both like love art, like, and we've both been designing stuff, and we're like, let's just do it. Let's just make something.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. So mum and daughter, little business.
Yep,
cool.
that's it. Little Paper Blossom.
That's it. Say it again.
Little Paper Blossom.
Little Paper Blossom. I love that. Follow them on Instagram, guys. Where else can we follow you?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Nice. I've got to
Yeah.
get something from Little Paper Blossoms.
Yeah, I'll bring it for you. All goods.
Yeah, I've got to get onto that. So, Tammy, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23, so
Yeah.
young. So young, but so accomplished, so hardworking. That's why I had to get you on. Did you always know you wanted to be an artist?
When I was really young, like in preschool, I remember we had like a little graduation day, and on that day, they're like, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And what I said was, I wanted to be an artist like my mum. So at that time, I wanted to be like a visual artist. And then as I kind of grew up, I kind of wanted to do animation. Like I wanted to work in film and do animations. And I remember in year 2, we had like a public speaking competition, and they were talking about like, tell us about your dreams. Like if you had 3 wishes, what would it be? And I was like, I want to animate. I want to make the next Finding Nemo. Because at that time I was obsessed with Nemo. So I was like, I want to be the next person. I mean, that's already done, but but could have been me.
Yeah.
But yeah. So at that point, I wanted to do animation work. And then we were in school and we had like a day where we were learning how to animate videos and stuff like that. And this was like maybe in year 3 or 4 now. And I came home and I was like to my parents, I want to be an animator. Like I want to create films. And then my parents were like, nah, you're being a lawyer.
Oh, how old were you around this?
I was like in year 3 or 4, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now you have a law degree.
And now I have a law degree. That's it.
Wow. So let's get into that. All right. So you come from a Vietnamese background. Vietnamese and what?
Vietnamese and Teachil. So that's like a small group in China.
All right.
Yeah.
Lovely. And I come from a Lebanese background. So we have 2 ethnic girls here from Western Sydney.
That's it.
With immigrant parents. Yeah, let's get into that. So, you know, that thing of, I think this is something that we all, well, me and you, I think both experience this. And then a lot of our friends in the art world experience this as well. Wanting to be an artist, wanting to pursue that, but then also, you know, that's not always easy with ethnic parents, right?
Very true.
Yeah. Do you feel like you went through that battle even though your parents were both artists themselves? Because it's sounding like that.
Definitely. I think, yeah, it's kind of ironic because, I don't know, like growing up, my mom's always like, oh, the only thing I ever wanted to be was to be an artist. So like everything she did was to become an artist. She came to Australia because she thought she would have a better opportunity becoming an artist. And so I grew up around like these stories that my mom's like, I've always wanted to be an artist. And then I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a filmmaker. And then she's like, nah, you're doing law. Like, I thought that was pretty ironic.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Very ironic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I think it's like, I guess like being an artist is hard financially.
Yeah.
Because like, especially as a freelancer, I guess you don't really have stable income every week.
Yeah.
And so you're always like on the grind. You're always like trying to look for jobs.
That's
I
it.
think like that's something that my parents knew and they were like trying to look out for me. Yeah.
Understandable though.
Yeah.
Understandable. When I was younger, I never used to understand like why can't we just be an artist? Why won't they
Yeah.
let us be creative and be artists? And it's not that they don't want us to not be creative, but they worry about that financial side and the security
Yeah.
of it. And as I get older, I actually understand that. But interesting because your parents were artists themselves, but I guess they only had the best interest for you.
Yeah,
at heart,
definitely.
right? So then you finished school. You were very smart at school, weren't you?
Oh, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, you like your ATAR was very high.
Yeah, it was.
It was 90s?
In the high 90s.
In the high
yeah.
90s, Tammy.
Thank
Well
you.
done, Tammy. Well done. After high school, you went straight into uni.
Yeah.
What did you study?
Yeah, so I studied law and media, screen and sound production at UNSW. So that was like a double degree. I thought to myself, you know, if I had to do law, I'll do film as well.
Hey, thank God for double degrees.
Yep. Literally saved my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it was really fun actually. Not the law part, but the film part was really fun. Like I got to meet really good people. I got to like learn new skills, and yeah, it was a good balance between textbook studying and having fun and doing what you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'm glad you got that.
Yeah.
So what's interesting because, so Tammy, you studied law and screen
Screen and sound production.
and sound production. Cool. And I definitely see the screen and sound production in you. I myself studied speech pathology, language and linguistics. My electives were but they were like my electives and
Yeah.
it wasn't like part of my degree, if that makes sense. But interesting. Do you see any connections, or like has doing that law degree helped you with your creativity in any way?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes people overlook like how law can actually affect any industry or anything you want to work in, because like now I see myself thinking about contracts or like intellectual property, and those are something that I wouldn't really be thinking much about if I guess I didn't study law and I didn't really know the intricacies of it. And even like running a business or like operating as a sole trader versus operating as a company, those all impact you as a freelancer, you know, and these are things that people don't really think about, and it's not really easy to access as well, like researching about it. So I definitely think like I'm grateful that I have my law degree, because it's really given me a different perspective when I'm approaching the arts in terms of like protecting myself.
Good.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a positive that's come out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I'm actually in the process of learning all about that company versus freelance versus partnership, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
It's a lot.
No one's taught me this.
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't learn it, like I'd be so confused. Like,
yeah.
It's hard.
No, that's great. Because I know that if, say, I don't know if we're going to have younger people listening to this, but if we have some young people listening to this, and I get a lot of young people coming up to me and telling me, well, I want to do this, but then I also want to be an artist and be creative. And like, how can I balance the both?
Yeah.
And then if I think about like my circle and I think about, well, who else is balancing a few things or who else studied a few different things, like I think about you, right? Would you tell people to study both arts and something else?
Yeah, I guess my approach to life is that don't box yourself into anything, I guess. Like the reason that I do so many different things is because I'm interested in all of it. I want to like keep developing my skills in all of it. And I think like sometimes I think to myself, oh, am I like doing too much? Should I just be a director, or should I just be a videographer and photographer and not do theatre? Oh yeah, I also work in theatre, guys.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
yeah. Like, should I just do film and not theatre, or should I just do theatre and not film? Like, sometimes I go through like periods where I'm questioning myself. I'm questioning if I'm doing too much. But then later, I think to myself, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with doing anything you want to do. You know, you're still developing your skills. Everything inevitably like helps each other out. Like your theatre skills can transfer to film, and your film skills can transfer to theatre. Your law skills can transfer over. Your speech pathology skills can transfer over to your singing and vocal coaching. So I feel like anything that you're interested in or passionate about, I feel like just go for it, because inevitably like everything will help each other out.
That's it.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that word transfer. Everything is transferable.
Definitely, yeah.
That's it.
Nothing's a waste.
Nothing is a waste. Education is never a waste.
Exactly.
Knowledge is never a waste. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tammy. And I like that of not boxing ourselves into one box.
Yeah.
I think me and you are very similar in that way. I think that's why we always, I think, found each other and like kept working together. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I like that. I feel like, because there's not a lot of people that think like that. Because it's a bit scary to, wow, I hope I don't sound like a pick-me, but it's, but it's a bit scary to think like that, right?
It is, yeah.
And of course, it's so comforting to just be in that one box and follow that one thing. But for me, that's like, well, that's a waste, because there's so much as humans we can do.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when we're lucky enough to be here on this land with these opportunities, with education available, HEX is annoying, guys. Be wary of that. Yeah, let's not talk about our HEX debt. Ugly. Yeah, if HEX wasn't a thing, I would still be studying. Like, I just want to learn everything.
Same. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, back to that. I like that. Building your skills and knowledge is such a good, positive thing. And then you just end up learning more about life. And there's so much to learn, so much to absorb. And I like that about you, because I see you working across these different platforms and different industries, and then you've got a law degree behind you, and then you come to me like when I'm talking to you about business and you're giving me this information, and I'm like, wow, Tammy, thank you. Well done, Tammy. I'm proud.
Oh, thank you.
Really
well done to you, Charnel.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
So, Tammy, when did you realize that you could kind of, make a career out of being an artist? What was the first thing for you?
It was kind of like a series of things. So, PYT, Powerhouse Youth Theatre, Fairfield.
Shout out.
Oh
this
my gosh.
This podcast is obviously sponsored and made
possible?
Made possible by PYT Fair.
Yeah, they changed my life. I joined PYT in my third year of uni. I think during like the end of second year or third year, or did I join in my fourth year? Anyway, pedantics. Like before I joined PYT, I was trying to look for arts jobs and I was struggling. So at the time I was a paralegal at an immigration law firm. And so I was like thinking to myself, I don't think this is the thing for me. Like I wasn't enjoying law like I thought I would. It didn't really fulfill me because, you know, I think as creatives, we got to like honor that creativity inside us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Or else you go insane.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Yeah.
I was going insane. I was
Yeah.
like, I need to let this out.
Yeah.
So I started looking for like creative jobs and it was just so difficult. Like trying to get that first foot in the door. Like I didn't have any contacts to any organizations. I didn't really like, I applied to things, but I didn't really get it. And then I got a job as an event photographer, which is really good. It's really helped me get to where I am now. But then that was like, it wasn't really consistent work. And then on Instagram, I saw an Instagram ad for PYT Fairfield. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Like, who cares about law? Like, I can leave my paralegaling to the side. So I applied and then I got in. And then it's actually changed my life. And as a part of Ensemble, we met up every Monday. That's where I met you. On the very first day, I remember seeing you and I complimented your necklaces that you're wearing right now.
It was my Lebanon necklace.
Yeah.
I remember. I was like,
so
I'm glad she noticed that.
Yeah, I was like, that's a cool necklace. Yeah, and look at us now.
I remember seeing you. You had like these long nails and this cute hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is like I don't know, you were just like one of a kind.
Oh, thank you.
And so cute. And I was like, Tammy, like this girl is so nice. And then I remember because we were all new and we didn't know each other, but I just felt comfortable with you. And I just remember sitting next to you when we took that photo. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go home and tell my mum that, Mum, it was good today.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I remember that photo. We like sat next to each other. Oh,
Yeah.
look at us now.
And here we are sitting next to each other.
Exactly.
Again.
Yeah, so I joined PYT and then every Monday we'd like come together, we'd learn different theatre skills or acting, directing, writing. Yeah, and then I was like, damn, this is like really good. Mm-hmm. And I was just making friends left, right, center. And then they asked me to like work for them. Mm. So we got this directing opportunity at Prairie Wood High School where we directed the Year 10 students' plays. And I was like, damn, this is like really cool. Like I'm actually getting paid to do art. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they gave me more opportunities. And I think I acted in the Harris House escape room.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So that was like an interactive escape room and I was one of the actors and I was like, damn, this is like, I'm really living it out. And I think the moment that really clicked in my brain was when I was able to fly to Adelaide to work on Action Star. So PYT.
Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Well
yeah.
done.
PYT got me as one of their AV tech persons. So that was my first AV gig ever. I was like shadowing Diego. Shout out to Diego who used to work at Curious Works.
Shout out
PYT.
Diego, yeah. So and Curious Works is in this building
Yeah.
where we are filming this podcast. Everything is connected.
Everything's connected. Every arts organisation, every person in Western Sydney.
That's
Yeah.
we're all family.
We are, yeah. So he really like looked after me and taught me like tech, taught me about theatre. And I think I was in Adelaide and I had my own hotel room and it was looking out into that river and like from the corner of the window, like if I like moved my head right next to the window, I could see the theatre that we were going to work at. Wow. And I just thought to myself, damn, I can make it. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, like I'm literally living the dream and I was just on such a high during the whole week. Like I was learning so much about theatre. I was like in another state. I was like going out getting food and I was just like, damn, this is crazy. Like this can be real.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love those little moments you have with yourself when you're on a job or you're on a journey of something and then you realize, oh yeah, I'm doing what I want to do.
Exactly.
And it feels like the universe is making it work. God is making it work. Everything is aligning.
100%. Like little Tammy would be proud.
Little Tammy would be proud. Amazing.
Yeah.
I remember being so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Charnel.
Was I there with you in Adelaide before you worked?
Yes.
Yeah. So, because guys, we were both a part of PYT ensemble. We did the whole 3 years together.
Yeah.
And PYT took us to Adelaide for Oz Asia Fest. And I think we experienced it differently because you were a working woman, busy on Action Star, amazing. But even just being flown out to go to an arts festival in Adelaide and just to immerse myself in art for the whole
100%.
weekend. Like, I just remember thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what a blessing.
Yeah.
How lucky.
We didn't have to worry about like accommodation or like flights.
The only thing you had to worry about was taking in the show, taking in the art.
Exactly.
Learning from it.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely those trips to Oz Asia and Adelaide for me as well made me realize, oh, this is a thing. I can do what I want to do. And I'm a working artist as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel valued as an artist.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so again, shout out to PYT. Thank you to
100%.
Jax and Bina for doing that for us. Because I think we both, entered PYT as young women. We came from, like hardworking families. We're hardworking ourselves. We studied these degrees.
Yeah.
We worked hard. But it's hard as well trying to get your foot in the door as an artist.
100%. 100%.
As an artist anywhere. And then, we do have these barriers here that we've got to kind of overcome and cross. But then when someone like PYT literally puts their hands out to you, gives you these opportunities, but match that with our hard work, because I don't think we can put aside our hard work.
100%.
Because Jackson Bina always tell us that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when people like PYT are there, it's beautiful. It's very fulfilling and you feel valued. And it's like all that hard work and dreaming now makes sense.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, you got to work hard, but also there are people out there to help you be better, like to grow.
That's it.
Yeah.
I like what you said. There are people out there to help you be better and grow. And I think as adults and as artists who are adults, we need to understand that there's always more learning and growing to do.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we get stuck in the mindset like, no, we're good. We don't need any more learning. We don't need any more help. We don't need any more education. When I think as humans, we can always keep growing, keep learning, keep getting better. And that's what I like about you. Because I feel like even just like when we work on projects together, I think after we have a little like informal reflection and we're like, okay, we learnt this. Next time we're going to do this.
Exactly.
And then each time it just gets better.
100%. 100%.
So I love that.
I feel like, I've directed and shot 3 of Charnel's music videos.
Yeah, 3, yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Back and Forth, and the incoming Own My Only.
Yeah, it's probably, if this is out now, I don't know, actually. They're probably coming out around the same time.
Yeah, around the same
Own
time.
My Only, stream it, catch it. Just follow us on Instagram and Spotify.
Yeah, and I feel like in each of those 3 music videos, both of us, we've like grown so much after each of those projects. I feel like every time I come in and I'm working with you on the second music video or the third music video, I feel like you've grown so much. And I feel like we're just all improving together. We're all like getting better.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think that's also the importance of like community in the arts world. And I think here at, PYT, even here just in Fairfield, like the artists that are coming out of here, we're kind of very supportive to each other and we've got that going. So
100%.
Yeah, we have to help each other grow.
Yeah. I'm really grateful for that.
I'm grateful as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of your favourite projects you've worked on.
Yeah. Oh, I have so many. I think definitely my tops are like working your music videos.
Oh.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You don't have to say that.
No. I'm trying to get on the Charnel's good side.
You're already there. Top of the list.
Oh, no, but generally, like, I feel like each time we're working together, it just flows so well. I feel like you give me the chance to be creative and have, have my visual vision. And I feel like I'm trying to, try to visualize your vision as well. I feel like it's really collaborative, which is always really fun. And also, I love working with you as a friend and also our friends together too. I feel like working with friends definitely feels different. Like, it's really fun. Even though it's a job, like, there's that connection and energy there that you can't really get.
Yeah. When we create together, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah. So we create together, like, I guess, for example, in my music videos, like everyone in my music videos is our friend.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's easy to connect on camera together and all that.
Yeah.
And then we also have Khair, which
Yes.
is a theatre show that both Tammy and I are a part of. We are both acting in it. So you're
Yeah.
also an actor.
Oh, yes, I'm also an actor. Add that to the list.
Do you want to speak about Khair?
Yeah. So actually, I was going to say that was my next favourite project too. Yeah, so Khair is a theatre show about a group of hairdressers slash witches or, witches.
Do we use the word witch?
Sorcerer.
Sorry, Yvonne.
Sorceress? Wait, what do we say? Sorcery.
Sorcery.
Sorceresses. There's two hairdresser slash sorceresses who are part of a coven and they're looking for their third witch because their powers are disappearing. And it's basically a story where the hairdressers slash sorceresses meet different people coming into the salon and a series of omens, blessings, and curses happen.
Yes.
Khair, omen, blessing, curses. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good explanation. And it's a lot. It speaks on womanhood. It speaks on
Community,
big on community, of course. It speaks on culture. It speaks on. I think it touches very lightly on mental health.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because it's that whole thing of when you go to your hairdresser, you kind of vent how you should kind of, but like you kind of use your hairdresser as your psychologist sometimes.
Definitely. Because sometimes like psychologists, they just don't understand cultural differences that your hairdressers would.
Yeah. And also just like in this area where we are with our ethnic, what's the word? Gone blank. Our demographics, sorry. A lot of the women here don't go to therapy. That's where they chat and talk.
Exactly.
I know this because growing up, my mum was a hairdresser. She had a salon in our backyard. And I would sit there and listen to all of the ladies talk.
Getting all the gossip.
Yeah. And that was actually inspo for Khair as well. In the writing room, in our early days, I spoke about my mum and her being a hairdresser. Back to Khair. Yes, so it's lovely I think it's nice to create this story with our friends and then to workshop it together. And we kind of have full control of it now.
I agree. Oh my gosh. So, I know people say like sometimes working with friends is like difficult because you might like have conflicts. It's hard to navigate work versus friend relationships. But I feel like with us, we work so well together. And I feel like each one of us, we have something different to offer to the table. And it's fully collaborative. We're very respectful of when we're sharing our ideas or when we're discussing like changes or like our ideas. I feel like we're all very respectful and it's a great working environment. Like I always look forward to meeting up with you guys every fortnight.
Same.
Yeah.
That's my therapy session.
Me too.
You said something interesting. People are always weary about working with friends. I think it's really beautiful for us because our type of work is creating.
Yeah.
So we're working, yes, but we're also creating with our friends.
Exactly.
Which I think is different to, say, running a business with friends or something else. So, I think that's why it's just such an enjoyable thing. I find it so intimate as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And there's just so much love and laughter in there. So whoever's listening, I really recommend creating something with your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you work well together. We work well together, thank God. But there's something like beautiful there. And I think what was also nice was we all came from PYT Ensemble. So we kind of had that ensemble building already done.
Really nice because like before we started working on the show, we had like about a year where we just got to know each other. And I think after coming back from Adelaide too, everyone got really like a lot closer with each other.
That's it.
Yeah.
They say when you travel with your friends, you either come back hating them or loving them. We come back like loving each other.
We like love each other 100 times more.
We're like sisters for life. Yeah, it was like we're just so blessed in that way.
I agree.
Yeah, wow, I'm having flashbacks to Adelaide.
Me too.
I'm going to look at flights now.
I guess like the other thing also is that when you're starting out, just create. Like,
just do it.
Yeah. You have your friends, like, you don't have to think about, like, oh, do I need an actor? Do I need a model? Or, like, do I need to find, like, a co-writer or something? Like, just grab your friends.
That's it, yeah.
Like, just work together,
Just work together, just do it. I'm going to be honest. I remember 2 years ago now, or maybe a year ago, you messaged me saying, hey, Charnel, if you're ever thinking about doing a music video, let me know. I will gladly do it for you. And up until then, I didn't realize, or I didn't kind of comprehend or accept the fact that I could make a music video and that I was like, and that like my music was music video worthy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, like, yeah, music's this thing that I really love, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know who's around me to help. I don't know, like, am my music video ready? But it was because you asked me that. And then I was like, oh, wow, Tammy wants to do a music video with me.
Like, your music is music video worthy.
Yeah, I know. Now I know it
Yeah.
is. Obviously it is.
Yeah.
And also, whoever's listening, that negative self-talk I had to myself, steer away from that.
Oh, 100%.
Always tell yourself you are worthy.
Yeah.
You're worthy to be in the room. You're worthy to create. You're worthy to do whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
I am pro positive talk.
Yes.
Be realistic as well.
Get that imposter syndrome out.
Yeah, imposter syndrome, goodbye.
Yeah.
On that topic, imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome. Welcome.
Wow, what a good weave in.
Yeah, right? Did you ever experience imposter syndrome, Tammy, or have you, and how have you navigated that?
Yeah, I think every creative experiences imposter syndrome to some level.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a really big challenge because it kind of stops you from achieving. Like you box yourself in. Like sometimes I'd see like an opportunity and I'll think to myself, oh, but I don't really have the experience for that. Like, should I go for it or should I not? Because what if they don't choose me? But then like, what if they don't? Like, and what if they do? Like, why does that matter? Just go for it, you know? One of the ways that I try to overcome imposter syndrome is literally just saying yes to things. Like if people are coming up to you with an opportunity, it's because they think that you're good enough to do it, right? And so you just have to say yes to it. Don't overthink it. Just say yes, just do it. And you know, everything you do is an experience. And it's something that you're learning, you know, like you're always learning from things. It might be a small gig, it might be a big gig, it might be a gig that you're not ready for. But like every time you say yes, you're learning something new. And I'm a big believer that nothing is a waste. Like everything you're doing is truly going to help you in some way or another. It might not help you with your skills, but it might help you like mentally or with your mindset. Yeah.
That's it.
Say no to imposter syndrome. But
Exactly, yeah. And if you fail at something, you're going to learn from that.
Exactly.
How else do we learn?
Exactly. Talking about failures, I've definitely like made a few mistakes on gigs before too. Like, for example, one time I was recording and I didn't attach my mic properly and we were doing video interviews. So the whole time the interview audio was like far away and it was really bad quality.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, okay, I'm just gonna own up to what I did. So I just told them, like the client, that oh sorry, like I totally didn't overlook this part. And then they were really nice about it because they knew that at the time I was just starting out as well. So they're like, oh, that's okay, we'll just deal with it. We can work around this. And then now every time I'm doing an interview or like I'm recording with mics, I double check it. Every mistake you make while you're working will help you in the future because now I double check my mics. I'm like doing a mic test. I'm making sure those little dots are coming up when like someone's talking, you know?
Good.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to make mistakes and yeah, just get out there and learn.
Thank you for sharing that, Tammy.
Oh, that's okay. That was
Thank
kind
you.
of scary.
Sharing it?
Yeah. 'Cause,
Well, but that's the truth. We all make mistakes. I have definitely made so many mistakes.
Yeah.
I've been on stage. I've forgotten my lyrics. I've forgotten things. Yeah. Even just like in theatre, for example.
Yeah.
When I first started in theatre, coming from a singing background, coming from a speech therapy background, I didn't think there was anything, you know, I didn't think that my voice needed more work, right? But when we did our first development of head, that was my first time or my second time in theatre. But I was kind of told that I needed to articulate more and be louder. And I was like, what? Like I literally teach people how to articulate all day. But that's, as a speech therapist, it's different on stage, right? So we learn and we have to accept that we always have to grow and get better and just taking on that feedback in a positive way. But yeah, no, thank you for sharing that because there's definitely, I've also worked with videographers who have forgot to turn on the mic as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what do? That's okay. Let's just do it again.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
just work past it.
Yeah.
Making mistakes is a part of life.
Exactly.
Do you have a go-to team when you're creating something? And tell us about who's in your team, who's in your inner circle.
Yeah. Of course. Okay, so I'm currently working on My Tiger Productions. That's a video and photo production company, and I'm doing that with my partner, Benjamin La. Shout out. He's actually sitting somewhere.
Guys, Benjamin is in the room with us. Hello, Ben. I don't know if you can hear him, but we're waving to him. Because you can't see him, Ben is wearing a flamingo shirt, khaki coloured pants, black Asics with orange socks. What are on your socks, Ben? Burgers and beer. Yum. What else do we need? Burgers
What
and
else
beer.
do we need?
And Ben is so lovely, always sitting there. Ben is always so supportive. I just want to say shout out to Ben for being a really supportive boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen you guys grow as partners as well.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ben and Tammy.
Oh.
Such a beautiful relationship you guys have, and yeah, I'm going to let you continue that.
Yeah, so we work together on like video projects. Like we worked with Charnel on her music videos and a lot of like other video and photo work too. So in terms of tech, that's what I go to. In terms of my actors, I love working with our PYT people like Charnel, Liv, Helen, Yvonne, Fanar, like all of them. Like I feel like they're my go-tos when I want to work on a project together. And even like we're even creating hair together too, you know?
And Ange.
And
Ange
yeah. Yeah.
Love
Netta.
Ange. Netta, Ange. They're all the cast of hair.
Yeah, basically.
Come hair, inshallah, you'll be there.
I love them. And then I do have like, I have great mates in my film side. So if I need like lighting, for example, Andrew worked with you
Yes.
on the music video.
Yes.
He's great at lighting. He's also great as a director of photography as well. And also David, who does sound. He also worked on your music video.
That's it.
as a
We're all
soundie.
connected.
Exactly. Like, I love our community. I was talking about it the other day and I was just like, we have such a strong community in Western Sydney. And I feel like that's something like you might accidentally take for granted because you think it's like so normal. But when I talk to other people who don't come from Western Sydney, they're like, no, we don't have that kind of community. It's really like competitive. But for us, everyone's so supportive. And like people at PYT, I'm forever grateful for them too. I love working with them as well. Like Bina, I worked with her on her film. Daisy, Jax, everyone there. Wow, I have so many more people to name, but it's gonna go on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We could write an essay about this.
literally.
I like that. I like finding your community and working with
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Very important.
And I feel like everyone is always really willing to help out as well. Like,
Yeah.
say you don't know something, you just ask them, and they're always willing to like share their knowledge. Or like if you need to borrow a piece of equipment or like gear or something, you can like ask them, and they're always really willing to help out as well. I feel like it's a really good community. You got to
They
find your
are.
friends.
That's it.
Yeah.
You have to, guys. You do. Because if you don't, it gets very lonely
Yeah, 100%.
in the world.
100%.
Because I would say before I entered PYT, I felt very lonely as an artist. I didn't really have anyone or know how to network my way around things. But you've just got to push through and you have to just do it.
Yeah.
So I would call you a hustler, Tammy. I called Bina a hustler in my last podcast. You're a hustler as well.
Oh.
I like hustle. Hustle knows hustle.
Hustle knows hustle. That's it.
Hustle knows hustle.
Yeah.
You're always working.
Yeah.
Tell me, what does a day in your life look like? Or a week in your life? Because I know every day might differ.
Yeah, every day is a bit different. So I currently work part-time as a producer at ACE, Arts and Cultural Exchange. Oh my gosh, I nearly forgot that for a second. Arts and Cultural Exchange at Parramatta. Yeah, so I work as a producer there, associate producer for youth engagements. I work on arts programs and arts workshops for young people in Western Sydney. Yeah, so that's my part-time job, which takes up 2 days of my week. And then I do video work and photo work, theatre work. Sometimes we're off at events like Ben and I, or sometimes we're shooting music videos. Other times, Ben and I are also writing a musical together at PYT. So sometimes we're doing that. Sometimes I'm off to like a photography gig, like doing fashion shoots or events, headshots. Yeah, every day just looks very different from each other. Yeah.
Do you like that?
I do.
Yeah.
I think like when I was younger, I thought to myself, how are we going to go to the same job every day from 9 to 5? Like, how can people do that? And I think today, like nowadays, like I wouldn't be able to do that. You know, I love the spontaneity and the change in every day of my life. I think that really keeps it fun and interesting. Yeah.
100%. I agree. I'm similar like that.
Yeah.
Similar to you in that way. I like that every day differs. Being stuck in one room from 9 to 5 is not my favorite thing. Thank you for sharing that. When you're working in Fairfield, what is your go-to lunch place? And shout them out.
Shout them. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's this kebab store opposite the train station. It's green. What's it called?
There I say, is this where we shot back and forth?
We did. Yeah.
Everything is connected.
Everything is connected.
What is their name? Oh my gosh.
What is their name?
Let me get their name up. I have them.
Yeah, I love their kebabs. I tell everyone this. I'm like, my favorite kebab store is that one. They make the wrap crispy. The meat is like good. They always go ham with the garlic sauce. And I love good garlic sauce.
Guys, this is Al Medina Shawarma Kebabs in Fairfield. Shout out to you.
Shout out.
They, honestly, we should have a partnership with them.
We should.
Because we're always there.
Yeah.
That's not my decision to make. Yeah. What's your go-to? What do you get from there? Snack pack?
I go for like a mixed wrap. Like shawarma wrap.
Yeah. Yum, 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 yum.
Delicious.
I love a mixed
Yeah.
shawarma. I love shawarma. Shout out shawarma.
100%.
I need to take you to Lebanon to have a shawarma there.
Yes, we're going to do that.
Yes. I feel like the more you work with me on my videos, the more Lebanese you I'm joking. You're a quarter Lebanese.
I am now. Just hanging out with you guys.
Let's talk about barriers. Not a fun thing to talk about, but let's be real about it. Any barriers you have faced? Mind you, I'm aware that you were only 23 and you were literally like your life has just begun.
Yeah.
But in the come up, because you are a really successful working artist now, but what barriers have you faced?
Yeah, no, definitely there are. I could think of, I could think of 3 right now, like off the top of my head. I guess like the first barrier, the barrier that everyone thinks of when they're thinking about joining the arts is finance. Like, to be like totally transparent, I don't earn as much as like my full-time working friends who work like in corporate and other industries, right? But I think for me, I'm quite privileged in the sense that I'm currently living with my family. So I don't have to worry about like rent or groceries or like bills. So I feel like that's really given me the chance to really jump into the arts without worry. Yeah, because I'm definitely like where people have like those other responsibilities, it's much harder to make that decision to like work full time in the arts, right? Because like as I said, it's really unstable. For example, last month in August was really quiet for me. Like I only had about like 3 gigs on top of my part-time work. But the month before that, I was working 50-hour weeks every week for the whole of July. Wow. Like I had work, I went home, I was doing work. Like, it was just, it's just, every month looks different. Yeah. It just depends on like the season. And that's like a real challenge for people who needs more stability. Like if you're looking after a family or something, like that's definitely a big challenge. It's hard to find stability in the arts, but it's not impossible. Like, I think the thing that I've learned after working in the arts for this long is that during your busy month, stash away the money and prepare for your like less busy months. Yeah. And in the less busy months, take that time to like rest, recoup, and work on your own creativity, you know? That's your chance to work on yourself and your own creative works. So, you don't have to be busy every month, but that is a challenge. I guess like the next challenge is your mindset. Yeah, we talked about like imposter syndrome and whatever, and it's a real thing. Like, a lot of the times your mindset is what holds you back. Yeah, so again with that, just go for it. Say yes to everything. Like, there's nothing you will lose from saying yes unless you're like not sleeping for like you're having 2 hours sleep and on beat. Maybe say no. But like, but if you have the capacity to do it and you're interested in it, just say yes. Yeah, it's always a learning opportunity.
That's it. We all start from somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. And I guess the other thing on top of that is the challenge of saying no. I know this is a bit contradictory. Yeah. But learn when to say yes, learn when to say no, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's important for you specifically now in the position you are at. I think you're in a place where you can maybe say no to things that won't benefit you.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Because, yeah, I think once, like, if we're being real, I think once you're young and you're starting out, I'm the same. I said yes to everything.
Yeah.
You need to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're going to do a gig that is weird and you hate.
Yeah.
Or you're going to work this long shift that's like, ugh. Like, I did so many things like that. I worked so many jobs that was not, like, I didn't have the best time there. But you learn from it. And then people start hearing your name. People start knowing your face. And then now they kind of know you.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like you're in a nice position where you could walk around any art space and people know Tammy. They know who you're connected to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tammy from PYT.
Yeah,
Tammy
that's
from
it,
My
that's
Tiger
it.
Productions. Tammy.
Yeah.
We know Tammy. Yeah, we're going to get... People call you up.
Yeah.
Conscious Connects.
Yes,
Called you up.
exactly.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I directed a music video for Annalise, Mama Gave Me, and Conscious at Campbelltown Art Centre actually just called me up.
Literally called you
Yeah.
up.
They were like, oh, we've heard about you, we've seen your work, we'd love to work with you. And I was like, oh, no way. I'm like, like when I saw that email, like, so they emailed me first and then they called me. And I was like, wait, I'm at that stage where people are contacting me from seeing my work.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, that's crazy. Yeah, so
Well deserved. Well
thank you. Yeah, that was a crazy moment, but yeah, I was like, damn, that's so cool. Like, that's where you want to be. But yeah, like you get there by saying yes to a lot of things. You get there by like just putting your face out there, putting your work out there.
That's
you know,
it.
yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Just do it. That's that's always kind of been a motto for me.
Yeah, just do it. Exactly.
And that's why I vibe with you. That's why I like you. That's why I call you proudly a hustler. Because you're just good to do it. Right?
Yeah.
And mindset comes into play. You know, mindset will tell you, no, but what if this? What if this? What if this? There's this barrier. I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. We all experience that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You need to do the internal work.
Yeah.
I'm still doing the internal work.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure like Hugh Jackman, massive actor, he's probably dealing with it too, you know?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like all the big people, everyone from any stage of their life and career would feel a little bit of doubt from time to time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Younger, I never used to think that, or I didn't really comprehend that. But it was last year I went and I saw Solange.
Oh, yeah.
Solange performing. I'm not going to call it a concert. It was more of a beautiful, like, multidisciplinary performance. Anyway, she was sitting on stage in the dark as everyone was walking in, and I was just staring at her. And she was just human.
Yeah.
She was just sitting there as a human, waiting for lights to come up, waiting for the crowd to come in. And she was sitting there just so still, maybe like a bit of a shake. And then I was like, oh my God, she's human.
Yeah.
And maybe she does feel the pre-performance anxiety as
She's
well.
probably doing like deep breaths.
Probably, yeah, trying to calm her mind. We all have those mental kind of battles, but you have to do I would say you have to do the internal work.
Definitely.
Would you say the same?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think you have to change your mindset.
That's it.
Yeah. Like you have to work on yourself. You have to learn to like trust yourself. Yeah, to get there.
Trusting yourself is very important.
Yeah.
And telling yourself you are worthy.
Yeah, exactly. You're worthy. Say that in the mirror every day.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, I like how you spoke about the barrier of finance. Something we're all kind of familiar with, right? I don't think either of us come from wealthy empires.
No,
I don't know. But I like how you have this part-time job, right?
Yeah.
If I'm going to be, I don't know, big sister, I'm going to be big sister right now. I'm going to be really direct. I'm 25. My frontal lobe has developed.
Frontal lobe set.
But I say this because in the last 2 years, a few mentors also told me this. It's good to have income coming in, okay?
Yeah.
So you need to think smart about this, right? Someone from, actually, shout out Street University. It was someone from Street University who told me, don't quit your job, Charnel.
I love that.
Yes, pursue your music and art, but don't quit your job because you need money to actually invest into your art.
Oh, yes.
And
Art
that's
is
100%
expensive.
true. Art is expensive, guys. So be smart about it. And I tell people, be smart about it. Find a job. Find a job that maybe is going to allow you to be a bit more flexible. That's a barrier. You have to find that. But you do need income coming in to live, first of all, as a human, to pay your bills, and then to also fund your art. Because, you know, by the time you buy your camera, by the time you pay your producer, pay the lighting guy, this and that. Like, it's all expensive, right?
It is.
But if you love it, you'll find a way to do it. But yeah, whoever's listening, like, we have to be realistic. Even Bina, I think Bina has told me this before as well. Like, it's okay to work. It's okay to also work a normal job. If you get a job in the arts, well done. Hats off to you. Good. That should be the goal. But also because a lot of our friends in the arts have normal everyday jobs, right? And I think as artists, we just need to stop hiding that and kind of just accept it as well.
That's so true.
Until one day, I hope one day, we get to a point where we make more than enough living off our art. And one day, I don't see why not.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it.
That's it.
Yeah.
But we've also got to be realistic.
100%.
And working is fine. Working is not an embarrassing thing.
It isn't, yeah.
It's not.
Because I was a paralegal before and then I was a paralegal and then I started doing like event photography. So that's what funded that. And like camera gear is important. Like if you want to be a photographer, videographer, like yesterday I was going to buy a lens and then I had to walk away from it because it was $2,400.
Oh God.
And I was
paycheck.
like, yeah, it's
a fortnight.
It's like a fortnight's worth of paychecks. Anyway, yeah, so I went up to the counter, I asked for it, and then they quoted me, and I was like, thanks. And I just walked away. I couldn't afford that, you know? Yeah, but like I feel like having that stable part-time job is really important to continue working in the arts. Like for those quiet months, without it, I don't know if I'd be able to like fund what I'm doing or like even like live, right? So it's about finding that job. And as long as you don't hate yourself working that job, it's okay. Yeah. Like you don't have to like feel a sense of fulfillment or whatever. But I do love my part-time job, just saying. I love producing.
I mean, who wouldn't love that part-time job?
Yeah, I love my job, I'm just saying. But if you're like working retail and you don't hate yourself, that's good enough. Like
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main goal is that you're funding yourself for your art. But then you shouldn't sacrifice your mental health. Like if you really hate your job, then don't do it. But
don't sacrifice your mental health.
Yeah.
Find a job that you enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
You deserve something that you enjoy.
Exactly.
You're gonna work it every day.
Yeah. Like you used to bartend.
Yeah. Oh, I've worked so many stuff.
Yeah, like
I've
bartending.
I was 15 and a receptionist at a swimming
Yeah.
school. Who allowed that?
Who allowed that?
I was good though.
Yeah,
I
of
used to
course you are.
bartend. I worked at a sneaker shop. I did a lot of things. Worked at a cafe. Now I work as a speech therapist, which I absolutely love. I love that job.
Yeah,
That's my everyday normal job. But for me, that really intertwines with my creativity.
Yeah.
You know what? That is an episode in itself.
Real Charnel only episode.
In the episode. Tammy, it has been lovely having you on.
Oh,
we are
thank
sadly
you.
coming to an end. We could talk all day.
We actually could. I feel like
Yeah.
we could talk like for 12 hours.
We really could. Before we say goodbye, I don't know, what's one last piece of advice you'd say to younger you?
Keep dreaming. I think it's like so easy in this life to like forget your dreams because, you know, there are so many things that we have to worry about, like finance, apartments, buying a house in this economy. Like, I feel like it's so hard to live. That's why it's hard. Like, it's so easy, like, let go of your dreams. But I feel like I think I'm also really privileged that I grew up around dreamers, basically. Like my mom.
Okay, guys, so one of our last cameras died. One of our cameras died. We have a few more minutes left, like not very much long, not long left.
Yep.
I want Tammy to give us her last piece of advice for younger her. I'm going to step out of frame.
Okay.
You say that.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing is to keep dreaming. Like, I think it's so easy to like forget to dream in this world because, you know, there's so much you have to think about, like money, house, food, friendships, whatever. Like, it's so hard to just be like, oh yeah, I'll just work as an accountant or I'll work as a lawyer to earn money and forget about your dreams. But I think for me personally, I've been very privileged that I grew up around dreamers. Like my cousins, they went for their dreams. My mom went for her dream, like my family. And I think it's really important to surround yourself with dreamers as well because they will push you to go for your dreams. But yeah, I think that's my last piece of advice.
I love that. Thank you. Excuse my stance right now. I'm Charnel Risk. Should I say this sitting down, maybe?
Oh yeah, I'll switch. Let's switch.
Surround yourself around dreamers. Tammy Dang. I like that. That's the quote. Thank you guys for tuning in for our second episode of Art Talk Out West. My name is Charnel, your host,